Good evening and welcome to the clinic. My name is Dr. Late Night. It is so wonderful to see you again. Perfect. Well, you are here for a personality test tonight, is that correct? Okay, perfect. Have you ever taken a test like this before? Okay. Given that information that it's your first time, are you nervous, excited? Are there any feelings that are coming up right now about taking this test? Okay. Well, I can assure you that there is absolutely nothing to be worried about, okay? In fact, there are no wrong answers in this test. All we're trying to do is figure out a little bit more about you and how your brain works, okay? Perfect. So, a brief explanation before we begin. There will be two different sections in this test. Number one, I'm going to read a series of different statements to you, and you're going to tell me whether they relate to you or not, whether you agree or disagree, okay? And then the second portion of the exam, I'm going to show you some different ink blots, which basically just look like abstract art, okay? Then I will give you a list of different options as to what it might resemble to you, what the ink blot may look like. And of those options, you will pick the one that you think is most accurate, okay? So does that sound okay to you? Okay, wonderful. Without further ado, we will begin with part one of your assessment, okay? So I'm going to read you a series of different statements, okay? What I want you to do for each statement is tell me whether you strongly agree, neither agree nor disagree, disagree, or strongly disagree, okay? So where on the spectrum do you feel it relates to you, okay? For example, number one, I have an eidetic memory. I have an eidetic memory. Do you strongly agree, neither agree nor disagree, disagree, or strongly disagree? What do you think? I have an eidetic memory. Okay? Simple enough, right? Okay. Perfect. Number two. If someone leaves something behind, they are just as much to blame as someone who takes it. Once more. If someone leaves something behind, they are just as much to blame as someone who takes it. Strongly agree, neither agree nor disagree, disagree, or strongly disagree. What do you think? Okay. Number three. Most companies care about their employees. Most companies care about their employees. Strongly agree, neither, disagree, strongly disagree. What do you think? Alrighty. You're doing very well so far. Just keep answering as honestly as possible. Know that I am not judging whatever you answer, okay? Okay. Next up, I enjoy following the rules. I enjoy following the rules. Strongly agree, neither agree nor disagree, disagree, or strongly disagree. What do you think? I enjoy following the rules. Okay. Next up, most people are genuinely good in character. Most people are genuinely good in character. Strongly agree, agree, neither, disagree, strongly disagree. What do you think? Okay. If you need a moment to think on some of these, that is totally understandable. Okay. Next up, I enjoy interacting with different people. I enjoy interacting with different people. Strongly agree, agree, neither, disagree, strongly disagree. Okay. Next up, there is always a downside to everything. There is always a downside to everything. What do you think? Okay. Okay. The next statement is, bending the rules is sometimes okay as long as it produces a good result. Bending the rules is sometimes okay as long as it produces a good result. Strongly agree, agree, neither agree nor disagree, disagree, strongly disagree. What do you think? Okay. Next, power will always corrupt those who possess it. Power will always corrupt those who possess it. Strongly agree, agree, neither, disagree, strongly disagree. What do you think? Okay. Next up, I am a very cautious person. I am a very cautious person. What do you think? Okay. Next, if an employer does not notice missing property or money stolen by an employee, they likely didn't deserve it anyway. If an employer does not notice missing property or money an employee stole, they likely didn't deserve it anyway. Strongly agree, agree, neither, disagree, strongly disagree. Okay. You're doing very well. Some of these may seem more intuitive or obvious than others, but just answer to the best of your abilities, okay? Okay. Next up, I am quick to become angry. I am quick to become angry. Agree, strongly agree, neither, disagree, strongly disagree. Okay. Next up, an employee's work ethic automatically determines their worth in a company. Again, an employee's work ethic automatically determines their worth in a company. What do you think? Okay. Next is, I am happy with my life. I am happy with my life. Strongly agree, agree, neither agree nor disagree, disagree, strongly disagree. What do you think? Okay. Next statement. It is difficult for me to express my emotions. It is difficult for me to express my emotions. Strongly agree, agree, neither agree nor disagree, disagree? Strongly disagree. Okay. Final statement. If someone is mean to you at work, you have the right to be mean right back to them. Or you could also say, if someone disrespects you, you have the right to disrespect them right back. Strongly agree, agree, neither agree nor disagree, disagree, strongly disagree. Okay. Alright, you did an excellent job with that portion of the exam. So now we will move on to our Inkblot test. For this, I'm going to bring out my tablet with the different Inkblots on it, okay? Alright, so I will show you each Inkblot and give you some time to think about it, okay? And then I have a list of potential options. So just tell me, what do you think that this looks like? Take a minute to think about it. And go ahead and tell me what you think it looks like. Okay. Now the options I want you to select from, just pick the one that you think it looks most like, okay? Butterfly, flower, bat, beetle, or mask. What do you think? What do you think this looks like? Butterfly, bat, flower, beetle, mask. Which one do you think most accurately describes this? Okay. I can definitely see that answer. Okay, so you get the idea now. I'm going to pull up the next Inkblot. Okay, go ahead and take a good look at this. Look at the colors, look at the shape. Go ahead and tell me what you think it looks like. Okay, and then out of these options, tell me which you think is the most accurate. Butterfly wings, a screaming face, a church at the end of a road, 2 women, 2 clowns, or a spaceship. What do you think is the most accurate? Think about it for a second. Okay, I definitely see that. Now moving on to our next Inkblot. Alright, this is number 3. Take a good look at it. The colors, the shapes, the textures. What do you think this looks like off the bat? Okay. And I'm going to give you the options the test gives. And again, just tell me which you think is the most accurate, okay? People dancing, a frog, 2 hands pulling people apart, a man looking in the mirror, or a bow tie? What do you think? Take a good look at it. Okay, I can definitely see that answer. Go ahead and pull up the fourth Inkblot now. Go ahead and take a good look at this. Just think on it. What does it look like to you? What is your interpretation of this? I'll give you a few more moments. What does it look like to you? Okay. And once again, I will give you the options that the test gives. Just tell me which one seems the most accurate, okay? A blob monster, a town in a storm, feeding birds, a deep forest, a man looking down at a child, or a mountain. What do you think? I see that too. Okay, well done. We have a few more of these to go through, okay? Okay, here is the next Inkblot. Go ahead and take a good look at it. The shape, color, texture, contrast. I'll give you a moment to think about it. What does it look like to you? Okay, and then I will give you the options that the test gives. Again, just tell me which one seems the most accurate. 2 crocodiles, a bat from behind, a moth, a running rabbit, or just a blob of ink. What do you think? What do you think it looks like? I agree, I think that's the most accurate. Alrighty, I have just 2 more Inkblots to show you, okay? This is the next one. Just take a good look at it. What do you think that looks like? Up close, far away. What do you think it looks like? Okay. And again, from these options, what is the most accurate to you? A ship at sea, a cat, a lady in a dress, an owl, or a skyscraper? What do you think is the most accurate of those? What do you think? Right? I can see that. There are no wrong answers, so just whatever you think. Excellent. will pull up the last one here. Alrighty, I have the last one pulled up here, and this is a nice and colorful one for you. Go ahead and take a good look. You see all the different colors, the pink, the blue, the gray, yellow and orange. This one almost looks like watercolor to me. What does it look like to you? I can see that. Okay. And once again, I will give you the options, okay? A path into the distance, a country view, a moth flying into a light source, possums, or 2 lions climbing a mountain. Once again, a path into the distance, a country view, a moth flying into a light source, possums, or 2 lions climbing a mountain. What do you think? Personally, I see 2 lions right here, and I suppose it looks like they're climbing a mountain to me, but I see your answer as well. Alright, well, that was the last of our Inkblot tests. You did very, very well. Again, there are no right or wrong answers. We're just trying to figure out a little bit more about how your brain works and what your personality type is, okay? Wonderful. Well, I am going to crunch all of the numbers and figure out your results, okay? Again, there is no exact science to this, but I do hope you enjoy figuring a little more out about yourself. Wonderful. Well, I thank you so much for participating in this personality test, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. Thank you so much for coming into the clinic. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night.